Hello, it's May 9th, 2026, and it's time for my devotionals. Won't you join me?
In Mornings with God, Daily Bible Devotional for Women.
Day 129. God is your refuge. The Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. He cares for those who trust in Him. Nahum 1:7. What concerns you concerns God. What keeps you up at night matters to Him. What you think about is important to Him. God cares for you deeply. Your words, thoughts, and feelings matter to Him. God is an ever-present help in the time of your need. He desires communication and connection with you because He loves you. Seeking refuge in God serves to keep your faith and your relationship with Him strong. Rely on God. He is dependable and reliable. God is your lifelong teammate.
In Keeping Hope Alive, Devotions for Strength in the Storm.
Light in the darkness. If I say, "Surely the darkness will hide me, and the light become night around me," even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like the day, for darkness is as light to you. Psalm 139, 11-12. Pause. My imagination ran rampant in the dark when I was a child. It convinced me that monsters hid under furniture and around every corner, waiting to grab unsuspecting souls. The basement was especially scary. If I had to fetch something for Mom, I always turned on the light at the top of the stairs first. Darkness and fear vanished the instant light appeared. Now, decades later, darkness still makes me uneasy, but not the physical kind. Perhaps you can relate. Sometimes darkness descends and envelops the soul. It blocks us from seeing the truth about ourselves and our circumstances. Our imagination runs rampant, and we begin to believe it portrays the truth when in reality, it's far from it. The result? We fear the worst. In times like this, let's remember that God is with us, even in life's dark places. Psalms 139, 9-10. Living from the truth of His presence and promises punctuates our night with His light and dispels our fear. Ponder. What is your imagination telling you about your circumstances? Pray. God, be the light that dispels the darkness around me. It is in the dark that God is passing by. The bridge in our lives shake not because God has abandoned, but the exact opposite. God is passing by. God is in the tremors. Dark is the holiest ground, the glory passing by. In the blackest, God is closest, at work, forging His perfect and right will. Though it is black and we can't see, and our world seems to be free-falling, and we feel utterly alone, Christ is most present to us. Ann Voskamp, 1000 Gifts, a dare to live fully right where you are.
In Joy and Strength.
May 9th. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Galatians 5:25. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness. John 8:12. No, my dear Lord, in following thee, not in the dark, uncertainly, this foot obedient moves. 'Tis with a brother and a king, whom many his yoke will bring, who ever lives and ever loves. John Gambold. If we are so led by the Spirit, where we go and what we do is of comparatively little moment. We may be forced by the circumstances of our life into surroundings that seem full of peril, but if God sent us there, such surroundings can do us no harm, though they may dull our feeling of happiness. Only let us remember that if, by God's mercy, we are free agents and can choose our own way of life, then it is simple mockery to talk of aspirations for the higher life. If we deliberately indulge our lower nature by living in an atmosphere of worldliness, or by doing something which is, perhaps, quite innocent for others, but consciously works us harm. George H. Wilkinson. No one who has not tried it would believe how many difficulties are cleared out of a man's road by the simple act of trying to follow Christ. Alexander Maclaren. I really like that Alexander Maclaren one. I'm going to paraphrase again. If you haven't tried the simple act of following Christ, you wouldn't know how many difficulties are taken out of your way. It's so simple. Because God is your refuge. He is that ever-present light in the darkness. So when things start to get dim, run to Christ. God's got you. I hope you have a blessed day.